What's going on, guys? Today is all about staying warm so you're not cold during the winter. Me, I know I like to stay warm, and I know y'all like to stay warm as well. So, what I'm about to tell you guys are a couple of important things that you should already know about staying warm for the winter. Whether you're winter fishing or just out in the cold doing something. So, I like to use a thick coat. And most of the time, if I'm going to be outside, I'm going to be fishing during the winter. So most of the time, I like to have me a thick coat because the thick coat is going to be, because this thicker coat is going to make me warmer than the thinner coat that I'm about to show you guys in a little bit. The thicker coat is going to make you warmer in the winter. And that's key as well with the hood. And I can also cover my face like this. It has little buttons that you have on a dress shirt or a school uniform. It's not coming on, but this is what it would look like right here. All suited up, and then I'll have put the buttons in here. It'll be just like this over my face. That's what I like to wear for the winter. Another thing would be this thinner coat. This thinner coat, something I would usually wear for the fall when it just starts to get cold. But sometimes if it's like very cold, like if I was to live up north, I'll probably have two coats on, this and this. Or I might have like a small little hoodie or a small jacket in the coat. And if it's regular, if it's very cold, then I might have all three. Another thing, where it just go? Another thing, here there it is. Another thing would be face shield. You put the face shield on. If you put the face shield on, if you put it on like this, it's gonna cover your nose, your mouth, and your ears, which means that you're gonna be warm, and your neck as well. Which means you're gonna be warm, a little warm in those areas. But if you have the coat, either a small thin coat or thicker coat, I prefer the thicker one so you can stay warmer. But if you have a thicker coat with this on, you might be straight. Here, I have just a small little pullover hoodie. It's something I like to wear as well in the winter, but not by itself, because by itself, I know I'll be freezing. I like to have this and a coat on, as well with this, so I can stay really warm. Another very important thing is gloves. You will really want gloves when you're winter fishing or when you're just, outside doing anything, playing a sport, football, baseball, soccer, anything where it's going to require you to move around. And also, if you move around a lot in the winter, your body's gonna stay warmer because it's not just sitting in one spot getting cold. So, but now most of the time, when I'm out in the winter outside, I'm usually gonna be fishing. So, what I like to put on some gloves. When I put the gloves on and I start fishing, I just do my thing, fish. But now, an important thing is with these gloves, if you catch a fish or if you don't catch a fish, say I have gloves on and I'm fishing, and if for some reason I have to for some reason the gloves get wet, These gloves, or these, same thing, when they get wet, they're going to make your hands colder. So one thing you can do is double the gloves up. You can double the gloves up and do the same thing for the other glove. Or what you can do is use a different pair of gloves. And also an important thing as well, not really, well, I would say it's important, but another important thing is when you actually have a fish and you're trying to lip it, I would not suggest you lipping it with the gloves on, or at least with the glazed gloves. Because when you lip it, say this is a fish, you lip the bass, say if it's a bass anyway, or a catfish or something, they're gonna have a little patch in their mouth. Just how you see these right here, that's how it's gonna be in the fish's mouth. So when you grab the fish, you try to let go, or you try to like toss it back in the water, it's gonna get stuck into your glove. Because these have like just small little strings. Not string, but like it's like not really coming apart, but sort of in a way there. You see that there? That right there will catch on to the fish, to the fish's mouth. And then it's gonna get stuck. You're gonna have to either take the glove off, the whole thing, or you're just gonna take the thumb off. So usually when I catch a fish in the winter, I just catch the fish, take this part, I just take the thumb out, because majority of the time I don't need my whole hand to grab the fish. I just take my thumb out, grab the fish, unhook it, hold it, put it back in the water. Another glove you can use to stay warmer. Well, this glove, I know y'all see me use in some videos. Sometimes I like to wear these during the winter, but I usually just wear them during summer and fall and spring. These gloves, I would prefer you guys to use thicker gloves. Now these aren't necessarily really fishing gloves. They're just gloves for the winter gloves. So this is made by a company called Head, H-E-A-D. I don't know which way I should do it if y'all can see it. But H-E-A-D, all capitalized. This what it look like when you put them on. Just like that. And this here, you can actually clip them together. Just like this. See they're clipped up. Then you just press the button to detach them. But now, I really like these gloves in the winter because not only is it thicker, but well, so far I have not used it yet, but I think that it won't really get snagged up. Well, not really snagged up, but like it won't really get caught up on the gloves as much as these will. And also, these will be better used because it's thicker. The thicker gloves in the winter are better. Another very important thing is a hat. You really want a hat because you don't want your head to be freezing cold. And then you have to end your day short of whatever you're doing. Usually I prefer a hat that with no holes in it. Just a random hat. I just like to cover my whole entire head. Make sure my whole head is covered. Then I know my head is warm. Sometimes, depending on how cold it is, whether I'm in the north or south, if I'm in the south, usually one hat because it's warmer in the south. If I'm in the north, usually another hat, two hats. This hat has small little holes in it. So if I was to wear it, I would put this one on first. Mainly because it has no holes and no air will be able to get through it. Then I'll put this one in second. Mainly because you see this ball and it's probably mess up the ball. But put this hat on over it to stay extra warm. The warmest you can get. Now it might look weird, but I'd rather look weird and warm than look cool and cold. So I got the gloves. The gloves. Got the 2 hats that I wear. The face shield. The jackets. The coats. Another thing that I don't really have on me right now, or another thing that I didn't really have anything to show anyway, are like actual clothes to wear. Depending on how cold it is wherever you live, you can use 2 pairs of socks, 3, 4, however many you want. But me, I usually use 1, and sometimes I like to use a thicker of a shoe because it'll keep my feet a little warmer. Sometimes jeans, like I got on now. I usually won't wear one. Well, I usually will wear 1 pair of jeans, but I might either have like maybe like some Under Armour shorts or Under Armour pants. That way I can stay a little warmer. Or sometimes I might have like maybe like some, what are those things called? I might have some joggers and some jeans to stay warmer. So yeah, that's the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe and comment. And also feel free to comment any video suggestions you guys would want to see me do. And now before we go, I'm gonna show you guys what this looks like all together. For right now, I'm just gonna do 1 layer of everything, and I'm gonna take everything off and do 2 layers so you guys can see. This is just the coat. Face mask, face shield, whatever you want to call it. Make sure it's covering your nose, your mouth, and your ears. Put the hood on. And also, if it's a little bit colder than usual, you can use 2 pairs of gloves. Sometimes I would use a thinner glove on bottom and then put this one on top. Whereas right now I'm just gonna go like this. My face mask, face shield, whatever. Right here. Make sure, like I said, make sure it's covering your nose, your ears, and your mouth. Like this. And also make sure it's covering a little part of your head as well. And then put a hat on. Put your hood over it. And then you'll be set for the winter. Now we're gonna go through the second. We're gonna go through the second layer, both 2 layers now. So I can show you how to do it if it's very cold. Let's take the gloves off as well. Redo everything. So I'm gonna go with, you can also put on 2 hoods, but I'm gonna go with the thinner coat with no hood. Oh, come on. Thinner coat with no hood. Thicker coat with the hood. Face shield. Two pairs of gloves. One. 2, Now we're going with the hat. One hat. Second hat. Then you end it off with the hood. This is what you want to look like when you're very, very cold. When you're down south, you can go with this, or you can just go with the first layer that I showed you guys the first time. But yeah, y'all, so that's it. That's the video. Hopefully y'all like, comment, share, and subscribe. I think the video was good. Don't forget, if you want to stay warm, watch this video. And I'll see y'all.